Welcome in, readers. I am Ook, and joining me is the pride of Alberta, elbows up. It's Twitchy Catpants. Hi, Catpants.
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello.
So, we've just been having fun. People who haven't been on this stream yet don't know. I spend like the first 5 minutes like before we even go live, we make sure everything sounds good, and then like the first 5 minutes while the stream is up, we're just chatting, and it's always fun getting somebody who likes to chat about whatever. So, anyway, if I seem a little out of it, that's why. I'm also kind of tired, but that's a whole nother reason. So, Cat Pants, welcome in. Um, we are here today to talk about your win in February, but I'm sure we will get
Yes.
to plenty of other stuff. So I didn't actually pre-warn you about kind of the format, but I feel like you've seen a couple of them, so you probably know. We're just gonna talk first, and it'll come to its own ending point. So tell me about your history with this game. We all know you as a versus player, as a perennial regular in the silver bracket. You've made a couple of main brackets too. But where did you get your start with Dr. Mario?
I wanted to get all of my information right on this, so I was talking to Codazzle and I was talking to my mom about it, and it just got even more muddier. Like, I'm not sure what to say anymore. Um, I was sure that we played on the NES, and my brother is certain that it was the Super Nintendo. And he said that we only owned it on the Tetris and Dr. Mario cart.
Okay.
And that just blew me away. We had a big argument about that.
Yeah, breaking up
And it
families,
and it
that's the whole
only
point.
ended. That's the whole point, right? And the only way that ended was he had to actually send me a photo of the original cart, which he still has. And I still have my doubts.
I mean, just because he proved that you had one cart doesn't mean you didn't have the other one.
Exactly. And we are a stubborn, stubborn family, so I still stand by the fact that we had NES, but he believes what he believes and I believe what I believe. So
Yeah.
yeah, and I was talking to him about it and I asked him, I said, "Well, do you remember me and mom gambling on the game?" Because that was a big thing. Dad was away quite a lot and we would gamble for chores versus supper, and Kodazzle was smarter and he gambled for Transformers and Ninja Turtles versus chores. And that's what I thought had happened. And he said that no, that didn't happen. And my mom said, no, we never gambled on video games because we always won. She was smarter than that. So yeah, I don't know where we stand on that anymore either. So,
Okay.
but
Point being,
and
you had the game as a kid somehow, some way.
yes, yes, exactly. And so Kodazzle is sure that we would play Tetris and Dr. Mario as a line clear, and
Mm-hmm.
then Dr. Mario and then Tetris free play. And the goal was to get the highest points available. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember this at all. So once again, I guess we have to say I don't know the history of how I played the game
I mean,
because apparently I'm.
that sounds a little like mixed match, but I wouldn't know because I've never actually played mixed match with somebody.
So it exists then.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's a two-player mode on Tetris and Dr. Mario where I don't know the exact format, but you kind of play both games.
Okay.
And it's like a cumulative score system. Like I said, I don't know enough because I never get a chance to play it. And I even if I grabbed my wife and started playing it, it's there's I don't know how it would go, but she's learning. She's learning. She's 2 weeks into the
She is
game.
she And it's amazing to see her when you are like, "Are we playing more?" And she wants to play more.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
It's great to see that.
She texted me the day after her first lesson. She was like, "I want to play Dr. Mario," and I was like, "Okay, okay, yeah, it's an addictive game. We know." Um,
Uh,
but yeah, actually, Monday night didn't. She was like, "I'm only doing this because I love you," and then by the time it was over, she was like,
oh,
"Yeah, okay, we're good." She wasn't feeling well that day.
oh, I'm sorry to see. Sorry to hear that.
It'll be okay. She's tough.
Oh, good.
But okay, so your childhood involved the game in some way or form. How did you get
Yes.
involved with this community? With I'm assuming you came in through speed or through verses, but how did all that come about?
We were actually at a friend's house, and I was talking to the friend, and during the pandemic, she said that she spent so much time on the Switch playing Dr. Mario, and it blew me away. I didn't realize that it was on the Switch
Okay,
because I hadn't played for so long. And while we were there, I'm like, okay, we have to go have a match because nobody ever wants to play Dr. Mario.
right?
So we went down there and I lost one set and I'm like, well, that's not going to happen again. And then I won and we got home and I was looked it up and I'm like, it is there. I'm playing again. So it reignited that because I haven't honestly played Dr. Mario in such a span because in Super Nintendo we were a big gaming family, so we had so many other games come through
Mm-hmm.
that it kind of just got pushed to the side. And just to have that again, I was like, this is amazing. And I ended up actually switching out. I was watching a lot of Link to the Past randomizers before falling
Ooh,
asleep.
yeah. Yes. Those are so good.
Yeah.
Wait. That's exactly what I choose to go to sleep to. Because I don't why does
Oh,
it
no
work so
way!
well? Why does it work so well? You put one of those on.
Because it's, yes,
Yeah,
because it
it's
all starts out the same way and
mm-hmm.
it doesn't really vary much, but it does at the same time, right?
Yeah, it's rare that I get to Ice Palace before just conking out. Yeah. No, I'm a
It is good stuff. It is.
100% with you. I'm about halfway through I'm probably not even halfway through the opening rounds of the tournament right now from last year. And yeah, I'll put
Oh
on a
my
different one
goodness.
every night. I don't even finish them. Like I
No,
started
never.
and whenever I pass out's when I pass out. If I'm sitting at
Yes.
home by myself, maybe I'll watch a whole one, but more often than not, I'll be laying there with the phone in my hands and it'll slam onto my chest and I'll realize I've fallen asleep. Like
Oh
even
my God, I
even in the
love
middle
that
of the
so
day.
much.
Okay, sorry. That's great. I am 100% with you on Link to the Past randomizer as sleep. That's funny. I can't wait to tell my
One
wife.
thing I one thing I don't know, well, like more off topic here is I haven't seen, have they done the Christmas version lately?
I don't
Because
know.
they used to do the Halloween and the Christmas where the
Ooh,
music would change and they would change everything to ice physics.
ooh, no, I haven't
And I
seen.
don't know that I've seen that.
I haven't seen it all, but
Oh,
something
you
to
have
keep
to
my
look
eyes
at
out
those
for. Yeah,
ones.
tell me about it. Something to keep my eyes out for. Um, yeah, I tend to stick with the tournaments. I don't do a lot of the daily races either, though. So, and
Oh, no, you'll have to, I'll send you a link to one of the festive randomizers.
awesome. And I tried to get into
So, yeah,
Mario
no,
3
like
randomizer because of Flindo, but that's a whole nother story.
yeah.
Okay, so you're
No, I
watching you're watching Link to
can't
the
do that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do it doesn't provide that, scratch that same itch that Link to the Past does.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah. So yeah, like that, I switched out Link to the Past with Dr. Mario and I was watching Swang and I was watching the past tournaments and I was like, I have to find the community for this.
Hmm.
And I looked and I had trouble at the time finding anything. And then I found the page on Facebook and joined the Discord from there.
Oh wow, so you came
And
from
that's,
YouTube to Facebook to Discord.
yes.
Wow. Hopefully it's easier to find from the YouTube channel now. I hope.
I think it must be. Yeah. But yeah, I saw that, and the I have to say that a lot of people, and I've heard it before, is when you come in after watching people play on YouTube, you think to yourself, "Oh, this is so easy, and I've got this, and I'm going to win everything." And I had the same thoughts, and I came in, and I think Doc was my first match, and afterwards, I'm like, I am horrible at this game, and it just. But again, it was I have to win, and so I kept playing.
Okay, so was this this was at a live event?
No, this was just on the Switch at the time because I didn't
Oh,
know
just
what
playing on the
Fightcade
Switch.
was.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Gotcha.
I remember Swong also playing me, and I remember the first crown I got off of him. I was so pleased.
Yeah, as well you should be.
I I don't know what happened, but I still got one.
Yeah, I've only played him a little bit, but I don't think I've ever gotten a crown off Swang. Ugh. So, do you still play on
One
the
day.
Switch any?
I don't. Our internet connection is so poor.
Hmm.
Even on Fightcade, I know a lot of people have lag with me and are patient enough that they stick through it, but I think it's all on my end. But from where we started when we first moved out here, we couldn't even get Netflix.
Oh
So
goodness.
to be able to join and play on Fightcade even is a great thing.
Yeah, I bet. All right, so you joined the community. I'm guessing this was about what, 21, 22?
I want to say 22.
Okay. And
I should have looked that up.
oh no, it's fine. It's totally fine. So, what did it take to get you from playing around with folks online to your first live or your first online tournament?
It was Doc, honestly, because he kept asking me, he's like, "Are you gonna come join us at Torg?" And that first year, I was like, "No, I can't ask to go to a video game tournament." I just didn't think that would fly in my house.
Hmm.
So I of course it did because I eventually went, but I just didn't know if I could because
Hmm.
being in the States, right, and being away for the weekend, it's kind of hard to do that with my husband's work.
I'm sure.
So yeah, it was a year that I didn't go, and I was very disappointed. And then the year after I went, so not last year, the year before, but there was all the monthlies and stuff like that through Leviticus.
Hmm.
And yeah, so played that way, and then the verses as well when Doc was running them, the weird season and so on and so forth.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah. VBL, of course, going through its second major transition. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, it sounds like we've got somebody who's stepping up. So really grateful that that's continuing. I think there are a lot of good players that's really the only time they play. Players like Noizzle, Crimson to a
Yes.
lesser degree because I know she plays at the checkups and has been able to come to at least a couple of live uh, events. Noizzle I think's been to one like regional in California, I think. But yeah, we get a lot of players who come up through those ranks, and
Hmm.
it's meant a lot to have Doc do it for so long, and then to have Ibar take it over, and now I think it's Hot Rod who's going to be doing it now, and we're just really grateful to those folks. It's a part of the community that doesn't get enough love, uh, so really grateful to that, and I'm glad that was able to get you in as well.
I'm very happy to be a part of it. It was, like I said, I think I said it to a couple players, is that it was nice to have these forced games where people were forced to play me because they needed to get to
Right.
move on to the next. But it was a really big part of it, and I enjoyed it.
So 23 was your first DRMC event then.
Yes, it was.
And yeah,
And
you
then
were
I went to Portland last year and Torg last year.
yeah, you were sitting at home same as I was in 22 going, "Man, I should have gone." because that's I
Mm-hmm.
specifically remember I could tell you I was sitting at home playing Minecraft and watching the tournament just because I needed something to keep my hands occupied while I was watching, and I was sitting there thinking, this is I should have been there.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, well
There's nothing quite like it.
you're right, and even this year's in Cincinnati, it's going to be such a different experience, but it's going to be a good one. Can't wait to
Oh, it
see.
is. It's the people, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. The first video that Scout made for DRMC, he caught an interview with Bidwell, and one of the things Bidwell said was, "If it takes doing all this just to get to hang out with my friends and play video games, that's it's all going to be worth it." And I was like, "Yes, 100% with this
Yep.
group, that is the case."
It's very much. I. It's not that I've been in any other gaming community, but I don't think I've ever felt such warmth and just friendship through everybody, like supportive
Hmm.
and just building people up. It's a great community.
As a streamer, this is the thing that's keeping me going. Like without this community, I don't have enough. Well, I'm just saying without this particular community, there's not anything else that I've got. I'm a small part in a few other communities, but this one is the one that keeps me coming back. Month in, month out, playing the games and just keeping on my streaming schedule and trying to find new ways to make this work better. This community really has a lot to do with that.
It really does. It is a big part of everything. Like even so, Codazzle, if I can again, he will text me and he'll be like, "I'm playing Dr. Mario and I cannot stand this game." He's like, "It makes me so mad." And I'm like, "Well, are you coming again this year?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, everybody's wonderful. I wouldn't miss it." But the game makes him so mad.
Oh yeah, it's an infuriating game, 100%.
But on a topic on the note of you talking about your podcast, we were talking before the stream started, and you mentioned something that I think you should share with everybody.
Well,
If I
I
haven't
mean,
put you on the spot.
maybe a little bit, but yeah, this is episode 14. Uh, I joked with Influx that my episode of the Level 25 podcast was so bad that I killed the whole stream or the whole podcast, but it only had 13 episodes. We're up to 14, so yay! I don't know that there's ever been a Dr. Mario focused podcast that's lasted this long. I don't know. Maybe Yuna's Women of Dr. Mario lasted this long. I don't actually know. I know I listened to a couple of those, and it's not really a podcast because we do a lot of visual stuff. But whatever. Yeah, I appreciate you saying it. It was just kind of something I looked up right before we got on. I was like, oh hey, it is lasting. And again, though, it doesn't last this long without the community. I've interviewed somebody different every time, and it's always good to talk to people and get all these different takes on this game, both in how and why, and then in exactly what you're doing on the boards. It's There's a reason that people sit and watch my wife learn how to play this game. You get better by
Yep.
watching other players, regardless of who they are, and because every player that I have talked to has been somebody who's done something big. You're always getting really good folks. So yeah, I'm just grateful to the community.
Oh, and it's amazing watching your streams and seeing how everybody sees the board because there's so many ways to play the game, and it always surprises me because every game is different and
Hmm.
everybody's vision is different, and being able to find out why, or not why, but what they've seen, I think is so important.
Yeah, anytime you get a chance to watch somebody, first of all, it's gonna help, and then to talk about it. Oh my gosh,
Hmm.
like it's so easy to learn so much, and this is why I always encourage people who are interested in broadcasting to at least try it, because I think I've learned more from just sitting down with other broadcasters, watching a game live and talking through the things that we're seeing, it's you learn so much just doing that. So it's always great. So okay, I looked up your background, and it looks like March of 2024 was your first foray into the speed side of things. Who bullied you into
Yes.
it, and how hard was it to make the switch?
I think I had been saying on Fightcade that I was going to do it, and I think that it was Betty.
That sounds like Betty.
Betty's kind of a bully.
Oh, she definitely is, and she knows it. But it's not so much a bully as it's just peer pressure, and she's just the only peer you need to have to get pressured into something like this.
Uh,
So,
and I crumbled, and after talking a big game, I decided that I better try it out. So,
yep, and it only took a year to win your first major tournament, and yay for that. But
very pleased.
we see so many players who are starting to make that rise. Slay's in
Oh,
chat, so I
yes.
can talk about him. Slay is now a regular in the main bracket,
Oh, I
and
know.
and making strides. But you know what? Spent a good while sitting in the silver bracket, really pushing forward. Um, excuse me. Ramsey and Larva, they faced each other in the 8-9
Yep.
month match this month. Both of them have multiple titles in the silver bracket. So,
Yep.
uh, so,
I think that the Slay, I think Slay and I played, we both got bumped up to gold last year, and I think we both
oh
had
yeah,
to play each other in that game.
oh yeah.
And Slay won, as he should have.
I do see that. Yes, the 314 match in August of last year.
Yep.
But now in October, you earned your spot, right? You were the 16 seed,
Um,
or did you get bumped up?
I don't remember. That might have been the month that my qual was 16 something, so maybe I earned that. No, I'm sure somebody must have dropped. I don't think I've ever earned it.
Okay. I mean, you earn it either way, but earn
Well,
directly, I
yeah.
guess you would say. I mean, I'm not one to talk about October of 24. I made the semis, but the only reason I was even in that bracket was because Adelito dropped, and I was the 17. So, it was just that was another wild month. We keep having these really interesting and wild months. But yeah, no, I think it's not gonna be long before we're gonna see you up making one of the seeds in the main bracket on your own. Especially, I mean, you've been the one seed the last 2 months. You're literally the next one out. But I mean, it's so much harder to make it.
I don't know.
It's really so
Oh,
much
sorry, what
harder
was
to
that?
make it. It's so much harder to make it now than it was just a couple of years ago.
Oh, yes.
The numbers just
Oh,
keep
it really
going
is.
up. And I mean, it's the whole community. I'm kind of known for putting all those stats together, but you can look at the first few months, and it's anybody with a 17 would have been the one seed in the first month.
Yep.
And that's it. I think it was November of 2020. We didn't even have enough to fill a bracket. So
Oh,
yeah,
oh, sorry. I thought it cut out there.
oh no, I'm sorry. The community
Yep.
has grown, and with it the level of play has grown, and getting a top 20 seed these days, when it's equivalent to getting the 15 or the 16 back when I started. And trust me, I know that's what I was getting was the 15 or the 16. My first play was against Dimwit back in like the height of
Oh my
his
goodness.
his powers. I had to play him twice in 3 months, and it was not pleasant.
Oh.
He
Oh
walked the floor with me.
no.
But you know what? The times that they were getting then,
Yep.
we're getting regularly now. it's just such a different community and so much bigger and so much more going on. So yeah, no, I think you are already at a point where by the end of the year, we're 100% going to see you in a main bracket without having to worry about folks dropping to move you up into it. I guarantee that's going to be the case.
We'll see. I always I always say I just want to keep my spot with the pack because like you said everybody's growing and
Hmm.
everybody's progressing and stuff like that. My goal is to not I would love to get a higher spot, but just to be in the same spot
Hmm.
moving along with everybody is kind of my goal with speed and versus
Yeah.
is I kind of I try not to let that little voice in me that's like, you know what, you can do this because that tends to destroy me. So
But at the
I
same time,
strive for just kind of oh
you're
yeah,
you're right. You're right. We've hit a point where, you know, making the one seed in silver, there's a
yeah,
certain level you got to hit. And
yeah,
I might remind you back in like 2022 when the silver bracket first opened up, there were multiple months we had one person. Like we only had 17 qualifiers, and whoever was number
yeah.
17 just got the bonus point for winning silver, even though there wasn't a silver bracket held. So yeah, I mean, being able to maintain that point, and I know again,
Yeah.
you're where I've been, and part of me still is, where it's just, you know, relative to the rest of the community, can I maintain the spot that I've
Yep.
been in and make my way to improving?
Yep.
I think I've been hitting that point lately, and clearly you're hitting the point as well. You know, you can look through your runs and see, oh, okay, you know, you went from semis most months to, you know, now you're making the finals and you've won one.
Hmm.
It's you're yeah, you're doing exactly what you should be doing, and focusing on that. That's really a good mental place to be, I think.
I agree.
Okay, so before I look and see, do you have any rivals? Anybody who you really feel like has been somebody that you've got to go back and forth with?
In verses, not so well. We're talking for speed. I
Either one.
don't see anybody as being a rival as more as I'm my own rival, just because I do get in my head so much that I think a lot of the mistakes are kind of on my end. I do get a kick out of having to play JB Henry.
Yeah.
That is always a fun match, but not so much rivals. No.
I didn't figure you'd say you did. It's it would be very un-Canadian of you to say that you had a rival. Just looking at it,
Oh, but in verses, I've got people I shake my fist at. Yes.
oh, I'm sure. Does look like you've played Sarge 4 times now. You played Slay,
Yep.
or you played JB 3. Um, you got
Very twice.
Slay twice, Dave twice,
Um,
me once, Arco once. Arco's another example of somebody who like
oh,
spent some,
Arco, he just shot right up.
yep, spent
Yeah.
his time in the silver bracket and then said I'm done with this and flung it right on. I think Prey now
Oh, I remember
considers.
watching him. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I remember Swang doing a video analysis of Arco's play, and that was kind of like from there, he just shot right up. But there was so much he did put that time in there, but just I remember watching that and he learned from it and he's progressed so
Hmm.
much.
Hmm. I was gonna say I feel like Prey would consider you one of his main rivals now.
I'm very honored, Prey. If you ever see this, I am very honored and I will accept that.
Oh me. So yeah, and yeah, the last 2 months you put him out, and that's all it takes. That's all it takes sometimes to get somebody to think of you as just con. You know, it's oh me, and we'll talk about that here in a bit. But so we know you like versus. Is that still your preferred
Hmm.
play, or are you coming to the Speedwagon as well?
It's it's still versus.
Don't blame you.
It's I speed has helped me quite a bit, but I like I've said to, well, Betty, when we talk about being evil when we play, I like the fact that I am wrecking somebody else's board.
Hmm.
It's that little bit of sneakiness in me.
I get that. And we saw. I want to say it was after the 23 tournament. We saw a big influx of players as we do every time there's like a major event, but and also like that was right after the first Game Scout video came out. But on top of that, it seems like we saw an influx of players who were using more versus playstyle in the speed tournaments,
Yeah.
making bigger combos, kind of looking further down the board, not worrying so much about their misdrops. Up until that point, I feel like speed was all about precision play instead of creative play. And there's been a bit of a revolution over the last year. I mean, Adelito, it was still Adelito right up until whatever has happened. We're all just
Yeah.
assuming it's the Discord ban in Turkey, but um,
Yeah.
you feel and I would even venture to say Adelito said he's better at versus than he is at speed, and his play style matches that. It's always been one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to make these things drop down and make this massive combo and come close to breaking the game. So it's probably not even fair to exclude him from that. But yeah, I really feel like versus has had a massive impact on the game in the last year or so.
Yeah, I can see that. It's kind of hard. Like, I will watch players play, and the biggest thing I find is their use of their doubles instead of using them for combos just as a clear. And it always makes me pause for a second and be like, okay, we're doing speed. We want to make those plays. Whereas for me, I would be like, well, no, that's a double. We set up with that. So it is interesting that you've seen that.
Yeah, and
I like that though.
Dave last week. That's the biggest takeaway I've got from talking to Dave Smith last week was, yeah, when I've got a double, I always try to find a way to set it sideways. Excuse me,
Yep.
because that's going to make your combos. And
Yep.
I never think of things quite that way. It's very very Dave way of thinking through things. So yeah, but definitely players like you, Dave, Betty, Bidwell. Yeah, Bidwell is one who's changed his game multiple times over the years. He was known
He
as the
has.
massive combo player, and then really found his stride when he kind of tweaked his game just a little bit. But yeah, the push for that has been big, and I think if you need proof of that, you look at T clears. They have just become such an essential part of your game. Cross clears, T clears, L clears. That's something that we knew about back in 21, but it wasn't 100% essential the way it is today. And I think versus is one of the things that really led to that revolution.
And it's interesting that you do say that with the T clears and the L clears, because that is something that I have struggled with quite a bit. Like, just coming from the way we played when we were younger, we were strictly vertical. If
Mm-hmm.
some
Mm-hmm.
strange combo got sent or set off down the board that we didn't realize, we'd all look at each other like, what just happened? There was no horizontal clearing at all. So finding those shapes has been quite a struggle for me, honestly.
Yeah, but it's I'm gonna bet that we're gonna watch and you're gonna be surprised by how many you do.
Except for last week's.
Well, we don't have to watch last week's. That's up to you. We get through these two matches, and you can say it's the night is over. I will agree to that, but um, we don't have to. It's yeah, you are in control of the length of this stream.
Sounds good.
But yeah, I really do think, and that's again, it just goes back to the growth of the community. When Dave was trying to convince us all that this is what a swim looks like, and we were all like, okay, that's nice, that's a really funny play. And now it's like you have to be able to swim to be a top level player. You have to be able to do this. You have to
Yep.
be able to do that, and it's so wild just seeing the game grow in all these different directions. And I think part of it is because none of those directions have we really maxed it out. It's not like Super Mario Brothers. Cosmic just put a video out and he's like, okay, this is where the record is now, and with all the tricks that we know, this guy can save another zero point 0.3 seconds, and that's it. And he has to be. Everybody else has to get to this point, or else they can't do all the game. We're still at a point where, like, okay, somebody's going to come up with another new idea, and it's going to revolutionize the game again, and we're all going to go chasing after that, and it's going to get part of the game, and then all these different plays are going to become a thing. There's so
Oh
many
yeah,
varieties. Oh, it's such a cool game.
I know. Oh, I think I spent, oh, I can't remember what year that was, but Barrett was going for a max out. And
Hmm.
I had the whole family sitting there watching his stream as he was trying the combos where it was a glitch for the points and stuff like that. And
Oh yeah.
Bidwell at the same time was doing, yeah. And my whole family was watching that. And just to see there was another way to play the game. Not that
Hmm.
I could do it, but there was
Oh yeah.
another way to play the game.
Yeah, those combos get crazy. I remember looking back at don't remember if it was my match against Packy this month or last month, but there was this big drop that I made, and I realized that I'm now seeing these plays that I would never have been able to see before. And it's again, it's growth in the community. It's spending time doing commentary. It's spending time talking to people like you. There's still so much growth for us, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds.
It's exciting.
All right, well, we're at the part of the interview section where I'm talking too much, so I think we're gonna have to go on to.
Not at all.
I can usually tell the interview is reaching the end of the interview section when I'm doing all the talking, because I'm just like getting so passionate about the things you're saying, and then building on it and letting my brain do its thing. See, I'm doing it right now.
Oh,
Oh,
it's all good. We all ramble. It's
we
fun.
do. We do. All right. So I brought you on, though, to talk about the February 2025 silver bracket. Um, okay. So there were, what was it, 9 players? I'm going to have a look. I'm gonna have a look real quick. It
Okay.
was, it wasn't loading. Okay. We had 5. Don't know why I
Yeah,
was
I think it
thinking.
was a pretty small.
Yep. Yeah. It was small which 5 being small is a great thing for us, because it's really, um, it could have been it used to be that 5 was a big tournament for silver. And I'm
Well,
looking.
there was so many people who got bumped up that month too, right? And so,
Yeah, yeah, that's been happening quite a bit lately. We had, I'm just gonna pull it up. We had, wow, 6 drops, and
yeah.
5 of them were above where you were. Okay, but I'm looking at your qualifiers, and your requal didn't end up mattering, because you would have gotten the same spot with either one. Which, you know what? That's great. It's lovely when a
It is.
requal doesn't matter. Whew.
It is. It's that whole decision process. Are you going to requal or are you just going to let it stand, right? It's
Yeah,
that's a hard call.
yeah. I've taken the tack of get myself psyched up, do an early qualifier, and then wait till the last day to find out if it's going to hold. See who I'm going to have
Oh,
to play. Is it going to, do I really want to play this person, or do I want to try for better? Would trying for better do me any good? Oh no, it wouldn't. Okay, then I'll just wait.
I like that strategy.
Yeah, it doesn't work
Mine is
as.
more oh, sorry.
No, no, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say my strategy is just how disappointed am I in myself.
Mm.
Do I need to try it again?
Yeah, that will definitely have something to do with it. Because if I'm not making 17, I am not. If it's a 16, especially if it's not like a 16-2 or 16-3 or something, then I'm
Yeah.
definitely like this. I know I can do better than this, but even then, I'll wait and see. Where does this put me? Is it good enough for a bracket? Because if it is, I might just wait. Um, but yeah, the choice of whether or not to requal is always terrifying.
I
Um,
think last month I didn't at all. I was just like, no, it's good. We'll stand on that. We're fine.
yeah. And let's see, what is your PB? I'm looking now. All time qualifier PB is 1623. Ooh,
Mm,
October was a good month for you.
it was.
Yeah,
It was. 16 still is hard for me to get into. 15s are, that's all good. 16s, I had a 16 yesterday, and then I was like, no, we're still not qualing yet. So
I get that. Um, yeah, when I was first starting, I remember I got a 14 my first month, and I think a 15 my next month, and then I after that it kind of became, if I don't get a six, anyone I can get a 16 in, I'm going to be happy with, and that was true for a
yeah,
long time. And then the community moved on, and I
yep.
realized I had to get better, and then it became anything I get a 17 on, I'm okay with. I still haven't broken 18, so
You're not part of the, well,
I am
that
not.
18 club is it's hard.
It is. It's very difficult, but one of these days it'll break. I'll break through, but I'm not worried about
Yes,
that
you
right
will.
yet. And yeah, you're gonna get to the point where 16 is just every day for you. I know that. Um,
Well,
the
we'll see. Like I know that I've talked to a couple players like Don and even Swang just yesterday when he was practicing and I mentioned it. It's the lower levels. We'll see how tonight goes, like when we play back, but the lower levels are so hard for me.
mm,
I don't I they just slow me down so much. So in level 4, if I get out under 1 minute, I'm quite happy with that. But most of the time it's a minute and a half. But when I'm doing 8 through 11s, I can get through 8 in 1.5 minutes. So there's a situation, I'm stuck there.
okay.
And I don't know. I don't know, Ook.
Well, I'll tell you. I will tell you the secret. It's not really a secret, but the last couple of months, I've been blasting really loud party music in my ears. The trick for me is that it forces my brain to just shut off and focus on my instincts, because I've
And just
played
go.
so much of this game. My instincts are good, but I don't do 0 to 20s anymore. And I will tell you, that was my first big aha moment, was when I stopped doing 0 to 10s and started doing 0 to 20s on the regular. It forced me to get accustomed to playing for longer intervals. That was a big part of my problem. Was I was so used to this 15 minutes or less, and
Hmm.
after I was going beyond that, especially if you're used to tournament play and it's 6 minutes, or versus play and it's like 3 minutes at a time, and then you get a break.
Yeah.
Once you hit past that 15, 16, 17 minutes, and you're just like, oh, I'm still playing. It's tough. It's really tough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got to the point where my brain would start wandering around levels 12, 13, and I realized that I needed something to distract my brain. So yeah, really loud music. That has been my secret the last couple of months, and it's
I like
really
it.
helped my game. But again, it's because I spent so much time watching other games, learning and getting to where the the instincts were going. I could just
Hmm.
let my instincts go. Anyway, that's that's just my fun little tip. But yeah, no,
No, I like that a lot.
your instincts are you've proven your instincts can get you to 16. So I fully believe you're going to see some regular 16s. But okay,
That's what we're going for.
it's February again. You're the one seed. You've got a low 15, and the four fives, the ones who are left are two of Flindo's Super Mario Brothers 3 randomizer players.
Yeah.
William in Texas and Pleco. Pleco, who put together a really good run this last turn. Actually, William as well. Both of them put in some time between February and March. We saw them really improving.
They really did. It was very impressive to see.
But it's William's first tournament. You've got to face him, and you know nothing about this guy.
Yep.
What does that do to your mental state? Where get me to where you are at the beginning of your match.
Well, nothing much changed because I am an absolute wreck at any tournament, any competition. I will sit there and I will watch, and sometimes I will practice with the people beforehand just to see what my times are against them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll be calm and collected, and as soon as I type in ready, it's nerves, shaky.
Yep.
It's all in my head,
Yeah. Yeah.
all in my head, and it has not changed after all of these tournaments and the lives and the monthlies, and that's immediately what happens, and it takes me probably to the last level. So in this block, it would be level 7, where I'm like, okay, actually we can maybe do this,
Is
but it's
getting
immediate.
are you in that mindset right now?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I just got shaky.
I heard it. I heard it happen in your voice. I was like, "Oh dear, she's feeling that right now." And trust me, again, everything you're saying, I'm just like, "Yeah, this was me. This was me the first couple of years." I would sit here and I would just be shaking. And I was like, "Why am
Yes.
I shaking? I'm in my own house playing a video game for like 40 people around the world." Because at the time we weren't getting even the numbers we're getting now. It was very small,
Yep.
and I know I'm not supposed to win these, so why am I worried about it? And part of it was I went like 6 or 7 months without with like one crown before I got my first win. It was just month after month. It was 0-2, 0-2, 0-2, 0-2. It was bad. It was so bad.
Oh goodness.
But yeah, the
Oh
nerves,
yeah.
and I'm trying to think what the turning point was. I know when they brought in the silver bracket and I got into my first one and won it, and I was like, okay, I am where I think I am. I'm not the worst player we have. I'm just the worst of the good players that we have. Okay, that's that's what I needed to know. And because for a long time, you just when you're losing every match, you're just like, okay, I'm not nearly as good at this as I think I am, and it really gets in your head. But yeah, the nerves do go away eventually a little bit, I think.
Oh, I'm waiting for it, Ook. I'm gonna have to believe you on that because
Yeah,
it's a mess. It's a mess.
I will say though, I'm starting like the last couple of months. It's been Packy in the second round, and I've taken him to a decider. And I mean, last month it was 3 second difference. And I will say that the last couple of levels, especially because I'm watching my opponent, so I know about where I am. It starts
Yeah.
getting real shaky in the brain. You're just like, oh, don't screw this up, don't screw this up, don't screw this up.
Well, Ook, that's not helpful.
I know this is why the loud music has been. I'm afraid to like my tournament play is going well, so I'm afraid to break it out in tournament play. But part of me is just like maybe I should because I did pretty well when I brought in music a couple of years ago, but it just the magic didn't stay.
No, no, it is. It's blocking everything out, right? So you're in the game and you're playing the game, and
Mm-hmm.
I've started that where I've got a playlist where this is the only thing that I'll listen to.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to like condition
Yeah,
myself.
no, it's true.
But well, yep,
And that's okay. I remember a time where uh, NASCAR there was a big discussion about conditioning for NASCAR drivers, and people were like, why do they need conditioning? They're literally driving in a circle for hours on end, but the amount of physical and mental strain that you're putting yourself through, you have to condition yourself. You have to focus your attention. You have to be able to maintain focus. You have to be able to make these turns and make snap decisions and make, these twitch movements. It's the same with us. Maybe not to as great an extent because we're not driving around 200 miles an hour on a track, but it's that you're right to talk about conditioning and about getting your
yeah.
mental focus and getting your reflexes moving in the right direction. You're 100% right on that.
Well, it's fun to hear other that evil yourself, but I'm sure there's other people that still have that anxiety when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to the live play. But like going to Torg and going to the in-persons, you don't see that very much. Like I know people are feeling that, but everybody always seems so calm.
We hide it.
But
We hide it well.
you hide it well.
I will say I play better with one leg up, with my legs like
Ah,
just my legs crossed. I don't know why, but I think it's part of it is it just puts my brain into a more relaxed state. Like I'm just sitting back. That's where I'm sitting right now. Uh, it's you'll see if you look back at the Kentucky Regional, you'll see me sitting like that
yep.
every match. Anytime you can see one of my legs, it's up on my other knee. It's I don't know.
Oh,
So
my normal. Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead. Go ahead. You're gonna
Oh, I was gonna
follow up.
say I normally play at home on the recliner with the laptop on the arm of the recliner and sitting like Roman style while you're eating a meal, all
Yeah.
reclined on the one elbow and play. And I'm like that I got to change that up because that's not how we play anywhere else.
Yeah, yeah. Now that we're allowed to sit at tournaments, it's that's one thing. Of course,
So nice.
and it's not as big a deal anymore. But yeah, there's definitely you want to find a good seating position, and it's weird that these little things are becoming the difference for so many players. But I think it's happening to more people than just the two of us. Of these little things that are happening in the brain and ways that you can just help calm yourself down and keep your mind focused in the right direction.
Oh well, yeah, we've got an example too with Betty and Gridley, right? Because they've both gone barefoot for
Mm-hmm.
their verses.
Yep.
It's one of those little things again, right?
And it's whatever you can do. I mean, we sound like hockey players. I'd say baseball players, but I'm
I'll
talking to
come with
you.
a mullet.
So, do you do any reconnaissance on any of your opponents if you're playing somebody you haven't played before? Do you look into their play style and see, kind of what their numbers have been and get yourself kind of
I
psyched up and ready?
do. More just to add to the panic, but yes, I do. I do look and see what their level blocks look like. Not so much their play style, but just where they're at and what I have to try to accomplish.
Right. And that's part of the reason I'm asking is because you've got William, who literally the only chance you get to watch him is his match against Pleco. And I mean, at
Mhm.
least it's still 4-7. You've got an idea, but it's really
Yeah.
terrifying coming in against an unknown.
Oh, just a second. Sorry. Oh, here comes a cat. Okay. We're good.
Awesome.
Come here.
I hear a
Come here.
kitty.
Come here. Okay, don't.
Uh,
Sorry.
no, you're nothing to apologize for. Yeah, I was in a
He's just gonna keep talking in the side. There.
I
Are you gonna
was
stay?
I was in a similar boat. I believe it was this past month when I had Tomahawk first round. You know,
Oh, yes.
all we had seen of Tomahawk was facing off against Flindo in the first round of the previous month, and I saw him and I was just I froze because I was like, crap, I've got this guy. We know he's a giant killer.
Yeah.
Can what do I need to know? And literally all I've got is 3 games of 6 to 9. That's all I've got to look at. And I studied
Yep.
his play. I sat there and watched him and went, okay, how much of this is he really really knows what he's doing? How much of it is Flindo's having a bad game? How much, what am I looking at? and
Yeah.
and it was a scary match. It was definitely a scary match, and I would say that playing him again, even having beaten him once, I'm like, this would be a scary match again. But
Oh,
okay,
definitely. Well, there's. Oh, yeah. Go
no,
for
no,
it.
you bring it right along.
No, I was just gonna say we're gonna see a lot out of Tomahawk because he's gonna be fast.
Yes, yes, he will. Oh, by the way, I just realized I'm wearing my cat socks today. Uh,
Excellent.
they say I can't get up right now. The cat is in my lap. Um,
Aw.
okay,
My cat
so
abandoned me.
oh, so did mine. So you've got your match against William, and yeah, how do you feel about 4 to 7? I'm guessing that 8 to 11 is your preferred, or maybe 6 to 9 is your
Yep.
preferred level block over 4 to 7.
Anything, anything is preferred to 4 to 7. I
Wow.
I don't like 4 to 7.
All right. Um, so yeah, let me make sure. Was it actually? No, it wasn't 4 to 7. It was 6 to 9. Dave hadn't changed it yet.
Ah.
Okay, or maybe he had. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Yeah, you guys are set up on 6. Okay. So we got our 3, 2, 1 pills. And okay. Let the first pill drop in. And all right. I can see 2 places that I would like to see you put this. I'm hoping you're tucking this into 7, 8 or 6, 7.
See, that would be the smart play, but knowing, well, I'm gonna say because everybody gets it wrong when they do this. That would be the smart play, but I'm gonna say that I put it in 7 and 8 and drop it that way.
That's also a good option. Um,
You're looking at it now that yes, to tuck it in would be the play to play it.
and listen, I one of the first one of these I did was with Leviticus, and I swear I feel like he decided he didn't want to play anymore after watching back his play, because he was like, why did I do this? Why did I do that? Because it's the middle. Because you don't have 30 seconds to sit and look at each pill placement.
Um,
and
but
and
yeah, my first instinct is I would go 7, 8.
yeah, 7, 8 makes sense. Uh, and honestly, with the blues, that single blue in 7, even assuming you get another blue yellow, you're gonna be really dependent on a double blue after that. This, at least, if you start getting slammed with blue yellows, just because it's the best option for number of viruses cleared and the fewest number of pills, doesn't mean it's the most efficient. But all right, so you go on top there. I'm guessing we're going to go
Yep.
into 2, 3 here, maybe 5, 6. It's a red
Um,
blue.
ye- yeah, I would say right now, but we see it moved over, but I would have thought that it would have been 2, 3, just to get that blue out of the way for the yellows.
Might still be 5, 6. It is, and then the blue yellow. I mean, at this point, you're committed to stacking. So,
Yeah,
and now you're gonna
and that tends to be the way I play.
ooh. Oh, but it's not going to work because you're dropping down. I was like, oh, this double yellow is actually workable though, but you're not going to be able to
Yeah.
tuck it into because it's NES, and that's an SNES play. You could totally make that dive in SNES, dropping it down on top of the. Oh, oh, we have this conversation more than once about the difference between NES and SNES plays. It makes me angry. Okay, so you got a red yellow coming down, and I always say the first time that you get to see an elite player, it's not when they're choosing between two good plays. It's when they get a
Mhm.
pill that they don't have an immediate obvious use for. So take me through this red
So,
yellow.
red, yellow, I honestly will, I'm thinking that I will probably put the yellow part on one and the red on two. And I tend to do that because I just want to be able to drop it down, and I don't mind making garbage for myself. Um, Possibly tucking it in four, but I don't think that I would do that.
I mean, that's the only play that uses both pill halves. But yeah, I think at this point that whole idea of strategic garbage, it becomes really relevant,
Hmm.
and it's something again. I feel like the community as a whole is starting to embrace more and see in better ways. But I don't know that it's always been something that we were just like, oh yeah, this is totally exactly what you should do. My
Yeah,
secondary option was putting it in 2-3. Same reason. Just put the yellow on top of 3, and maybe you get a horizontal out of it. But even if you don't, it's just yellow that you can use for garbage. So yeah, no,
yeah.
I like that idea. Up all the way to the right. Okay, and there's another one coming
Oh,
down.
ho, 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 ho.
I'm assuming you're just gonna. Oh, but there's okay. So there's you doing the plan you had, and you got a double yellow
So
coming
I'm
down the
going
pipe.
for a combo is what I'm doing there is that's probably what it is. I'm looking for a blue yellow to combo out the doubles and then drop the red down, which isn't a good idea because you get all that drop time too, right?
I mean, yeah, but you remember you won this tournament, so you get to say that all your decisions were the right decision.
Yes. That was the right decision.
And my joke is always that a combo drop time doesn't count if it leads into a combo. So
Yeah, I
although
like
that
that.
doesn't actually lead into a combo, but it might if you start
No,
building
it
that horizontal
doesn't.
on the red. So who knows? Okay, so you got a double
I probably
yellow.
didn't.
I'm assuming you're going to put this double yellow into one to start burning through that garbage.
That's what I'm hoping, yes.
Because otherwise, like you said, you're locking yourself out of a good place for a blue yellow, and then continuation for a blue yellow. I mean,
Yeah.
you could stack it vertically in 6, but that just gets awkward, and it turns into a play that I would make because I would try to swim it down into
I can't see
6.
you doing that. Oh,
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't
I
try
see.
to. I wouldn't try to put it vertically on top. I would find a way to tuck it
Okay.
because that's me. All right, so there you go. You're gonna okay, and there's that blue. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for making you relive that. Uh,
Eh. I'm used to my mistakes. It's all good.
yeah, that was at one point I was doing speed runs and I was like, okay, I'm in a good place. All I have to do is not make mistakes.
You
Which
know what? I think this was the month. I had gotten a new remote and a new Hyperkin like for USB for the computer, and I kept getting diagonals, so I couldn't, because just the way that we're watching the screen, I can't see if it did that shuffle off to the right.
did
But if
you
that's what happened,
did you get the fix for that?
that
Uh,
it actually broke before I fixed it.
oh, okay, cool. If you get diagonals, this comes from Doc, I want to say. Take hole
Yes, the
reinforcers,
circles.
yeah, and like
Yes,
cut them up and put them in between. What am I
that was my
using?
plan, and then it broke.
I am using
Oh,
a.
sorry, what was that?
I was checking to see what I'm using. I'm using an SNES style techno game. When I
No.
play on emulator, I don't ever play Dr. Mario on emulator, but That's because NES has turned me into a snob. Uh, I don't know. It's something about being able to play. Everything feels wrong if it's not the original console for some reason. I don't know why. This is the way I'm wired now. But
It works.
yeah. But yeah, this Techno Game SNES style controller has worked really well for me. The only weird thing is that I can't play with B and Y the way you would normally think to play, even if I'm doing NES. I have to play with the A B buttons because that's the way SNES Dr. Mario is played.
Oh.
So
Well, and
anytime,
I can't make anything harder on myself than I already
yeah,
do,
yeah.
because just being a B button user for so many years.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah.
And there are those. I want to say I listened to Just the Mole the other night saying that he was playing on an Xbox controller. How,
Interesting.
how and why are two questions I don't think I'll ever get an
Yes.
answer to. But I mean,
No.
you can hook up a modern any of these new Bluetooth console controllers to your computer and play with that. PS3, PS4, PS5, Xbox 360 and above. I mean, yeah, Flindo played on an Xbox controller. I remember hearing him talking about that for a while. I mean,
I
hey,
don't know how to feel about that.
yeah, it's if you find one that's got a D-pad you like, I think it's okay.
Yeah, that
But
is true.
it's and for that, I would think a PS4 would probably be my pick because the buttons are separated. But anyway, neither here nor there. Okay, so back to the game, I guess. Excuse me. The next couple of pills are obvious. I'm assuming that you're once you made that misdrop, you're going to just use any blue yellows to go ahead
Yeah,
and clear
clear it
that
out.
up. Although, I mean, if you think a uh, a double yellow might show up, you could always drop it down. Use drop a blue yellow into column 6, and then if you get a double yellow, you can lightning bolt it.
Interesting.
But then
And I see that now, but
you
that's not
oh
something I
yeah,
would have ever
no.
done.
No, these are
Yeah.
not in the
Yeah.
moment notices for me either, trust me. This is why this is so vitally important to me because I'm learning things too. All
Oh
right, let's
no.
get through the next couple of pills. That's clear. Yep. And that makes sense. And okay, so you're just going to do a standard clear and not a drop
Yeah.
clear. And I think that makes sense because there's a blue yellow coming down. We will see a lot of
Yeah.
our players run that vertically, take the drop time, and just, then you get all that. But I think this is the right play, especially with another blue yellow coming down. Ooh, but now you've got access to 2-3. Maybe you're going to delay the play. You're not.
No, I never do that.
Yeah, no. That would just be painful for everyone involved. There you go. Oh, and you've got this yellow red coming through
Yeah.
anyway. Love this. Yep. See, the right plays are coming right through. Blue yellow makes sense. And yeah, that's a very smart stacked play. Uh, I could pause and talk about it, but here we are. Uh,
No, I think I tend to go for simplicity just because I am so anxious while I'm playing. It's just go, 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 go.
yeah.
And when you see like a combo come through, it's actually because I'm feeling a little bit more confident.
Oh, yeah. I mean, everything's looking really good right here. Oh, okay. So let me back it up and let's talk about your end game because
Mhm.
what I'm seeing here is potential for a horizontal on the yellow and
Yes, I
just
see it now.
oh, it's okay. You
I
sound so
see that.
forlorn when I say this. I was
It's
just
because my end games are always so poorly thought out, and I can see that now. So to drop the yellow down into what is that, five? Yellow down, take the blue out, and then hope for like blue yellow and take the yellow out horizontal,
I
correct?
mean, actually, right now you've got this blue red you can set on 7 8, set the next one
Yeah.
vertically with the blue down on 8.
Yeah. And then any yellow would
Any
go
yellow does
into
it, yeah.
I yeah. Oh, shame.
No, no, this is not about shame. But yeah, I learned a lot watching Packy. Packy's end games were just so crisp. I mean, the guy, he was just
Yeah.
the master, and he would talk about it. That was the best part. Is he would say, "Yeah, what you want to do, you want to make sure that you've got two ways of clearing this. If you got a vertical, you want to make sure you start building a horizontal just in case." And oh, it was all dude's a master class just listening to him talk. But okay, let's see what you do actually do here. Okay. Uh huh. Yeah. And I mean, you're going to get the yellows. Then you're just waiting on the blues.
Yeah. But yeah, it would have been so much nicer if I
Pause
had
buffer.
done. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Thought I was done. I do that a lot. I think Flindo was like, what was going on there?
All right. So are you. We now got a blue yellow on the top of your level 7. Are you a 2 3 or a 7 8?
7, 8.
Good. I was hoping you were going to say that because I 100% agree with 7 8. Just especially with as stacked as your column 8 is, heaven help you if you end up stuck
Mm-hmm.
with that column. Oh,
Yep.
but oh, I like these doubles in 1 and
Let's.
2. The red and yellow
Ooh, those are
pairs.
nice.
They're yeah, they're
Yep.
speaking to me. All right. Looks good. Looks good. Yeah, I mean the yellows in 8 are a pair. That is where Slay's given some backseat driving. I don't disagree with.
Uh-oh, Slay.
I see. I'm not deathly afraid of breaking up pairs, but okay. And we'll freeze. Oh no, I was gonna say we're gonna freeze with the first pill that doesn't have an obvious place, but this one you're about to knock an
They
obvious
all
place
have a
right out.
place.
Yes. Also, I will say that well, never mind. But again, it's two different ways of looking at things. Ooh, now you're stuck without blues, and that
Yeah.
okay. Let me back it up. Did I see something cool? I want to see this double yellow. It's wow. Okay.
What do
No,
you see?
I'm trying to think if I see anything cool. The best I can do is tucking it under on 5 and then setting the next one horizontally in 5 6. That doesn't really save you any time. Yeah,
Still, it
no,
would look pretty, and
it
I
would.
agree.
I mean, there is the option of tucking it under in 4, then stacking the next one on top in 4, and then hoping that it's
Hmm.
a blitz and that you're gonna run into being able to set one vertically in on 5, and then in 3 pills you've
Yep.
gotten rid of 4 viruses. But eh,
Well, and then that opens that blue up in that bottom corner too, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's your real problem right now is just your blues. Oh, you are gonna tuck. Okay, you got it that way.
Oh.
You did
Oh,
get a
no.
tuck. Oh, and that didn't go the way you wanted it to.
No, it didn't.
But now you got a use for blue. I mean, you
Gotta look
gotta.
for the bright side.
You
It's all
have
good.
to. It's Dr. Mario. If you don't look on the bright side, you end up with depression. Ooh, do you take this horizontal? You do.
I hope
Yes.
so.
Yes.
Good stuff.
And then you take the blue as a horizontal as well. And now, you know, yellow and blue are the problem because you haven't gotten any red in forever.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, double red's exactly what you need. Smart play, getting it set up. You're gonna get this blue as a horizontal, and then again, you're waiting for reds. Nothing the game can do. And I know there's a way to make this shape to pair the reds. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh
But
my.
look,
Oh
that
dear.
that red will fall down.
Yep. I know there's a way to pair these reds, and I can't. Just it doesn't immediately come to me. But works out for you. Ooh. Okay.
That horizontal looks really, really
It
nice, but I don't think I'll
really.
take it.
Yeah, I mean, my first instinct is to tuck it into 3/4, but yeah, the my second instinct,
Uh,
which it being first pill, I think maybe I get to where I go, oh, okay, wait, I can do that. But yeah, no, at first pill, it's just like, oh, no, it just set it on top. But yeah, that triple looks real nice. There are
I
those.
think I'd probably end up putting it on 4, red on 4, and then trying to take the yellow out horizontally.
That's a nice play too,
'Cause-
especially if you get blues. If this is a blue heavy early, you're going to be real nice with that.
uh,
Let's see what you get.
hmm. Let's see.
Yeah, you saw the horizontal too, and you went for it.
Oh, I didn't think I did.
And there's another horizontal. Um, Tucking this in under 3, you get that option for the horizontal on the blues there. Oh, and it would have dropped the garbage down. Oh, I didn't even see that as an option.
The excitement, but I'm sure I didn't do it.
Oh, now I mean you've already tucked the pill all the way to the right, but it's still
If
there
I
and it's
had,
fine.
yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting pairings on this board. Like everything is set up in interesting ways. A lot of clusters. Anyway, all right. Now I'm real curious. Um, we'll do those yellows first.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I might have set it down on 2.
the yellow blue. Yeah, I think that's what you're gonna do. I was getting excited about the
Yeah.
blue red and being able to tuck that into 3.
Yeah.
And then your next blue red, you're just kind of set up, and then you can start stacking yellow blues on top and kind of hoping for a double yellow or something to get those yellows before you have to take the combo. But yeah, no, I feel like you're gonna go 2. Oh, you didn't. Ooh, interesting play.
Ooh. Oh. Oh.
And yeah, all right, this is gonna be cleanup. Do you take the? Ooh, I was hoping the.
That's a long drop.
Okay, maybe you'll take it as a horizontal vertical. Nope. Okay, take your long drop.
Nope. Nope. See? Yeah. Nope. I take drops all the time.
I get that. Oh, but again, this is a versus play because that was a single. It's going to drop in. You're going to get a triple out of this.
Not the fastest thing though.
No, but it looked cool. You get the tuck. Yes, you got
See,
the
I like
tuck.
that. Yes.
And I really like this play here. That was a smart use of, and at this point, you just take the single drops. Okay, let me back that up because I will tell you right now, when you see, rather than tucking that 1 into 8, I see just go ahead and take the garbage on the blue out and go ahead and take the reds
Oh.
out, and because it's a red combo, and
Yeah.
that way you just see yourself, you're getting 0 drop combos. But again, that's a speed way of thinking. It's very much a speed way of thinking. Your versus brain is it's wired different.
Yeah,
Nothing
I
wrong with
would
that.
never have done that. Yeah. No.
Well, at that point, it's one of those weird edge cases where the more inefficient play is the right one. Oh, do you stack it? Yeah, you do. Love it. And now this is going to combo perfectly. Love that. Yep, that's the play I would have made there. Yeah, I think maybe I'm having a drop time problem lately myself. Partially because you're saying, "Oh, I take so much drop time," and I'm looking at all these plays, going, "Yeah, I would have done that. I would have done that. I would have done that." But I've been noticing that in my own play lately.
It's a hard thing to break.
Mm-hmm.
But it would save so much time, right?
All right,
Ooh,
yellow blue,
1-2.
1-2, cool.
1-2. I'm thinking, but I could just be going for speed because I always try to start my boards as trying to get the first combos out. So I might have actually gone 2-3 just as a quick drop instead of having to flip it.
2-3. Okay. Not
Or not, sorry, not 2-3,
3-4.
3-4.
Okay, good. I was like, I
Yeah.
don't see 2-3, but
No,
yeah,
no,
three
counting.
three
Yeah.
four is my initial as well, but 1-2 is certainly reasonable. Yeah, no, I mean this makes it. Oh, I love that tuck. All right.
I can be fancy sometimes.
Oh, but then you killed it.
Um,
Uh,
but not for a combo, though.
Not for a combo. Yeah, a yellow red set vertically with the red down right there would have taken the
And
whole.
then blue reds. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
yes.
Then you need blue reds. You're absolutely right on that. All right. Yeah, delay gratification. Absolutely. Every once in a while, I'll do that on purpose. I'll just mess with people. Be like, yeah, I'm gonna delay this combo as long as possible. Oh, you see, and
I like learning all these little things.
that was a versus setup. Let me back it up. Yeah, setting the yellow red on top and then the red blue on top. That's such a versus setup. You could have laid
Oh,
that
because
down
think
in.
of all the things you could clear.
Oh, I know. You could have laid that down on 4-5 and it would have been fine. And then the next pill was going to take care of your
No.
garbage. Yep.
No.
Love it. Okay. Yeah, that is such a versus clear. Oh, and you took the one with the one extra drop time specifically because it would have cleared a combo.
I
Yeah.
can't help
I
it.
know you can't help it. I am not shaming you. Slay is. I'm not.
Slay.
All right, tuck it in. There you go. And then you're gonna do the yep. And it's you're doing your versus setups again. I love it. Oh, that drop time on that last yellow pill half though. Oh, it hurts just a little bit. But you're getting another red blitz and yep, setting up for what would have been.
Setting things up. Just setting things.
Yeah, you were setting things up. There's a good
Setting
count.
things up.
See, there's oh, it wasn't a cross, but it did combo. Oh, the yellow red. You took the yellows out one pill before a yellow red came out, and it would have resulted in a single. Oh, I thought you had that upside down for a second on the lightning rod, and I was like, oh no. But look, you're getting out of sub 730, and that is a wonderful time. That's a wonderful silver time.
No, that makes me happy because I think when last year I think I was in the eights.
Yeah.
Last time I was in the 6-9 level block.
Well, there you have it. You're you're
So
you're getting faster, and that's what you want to be doing. You want to be getting faster.
that's right. Go fast.
Yeah, that's that's Sarah's mantra that we all learned from her was remember to go fast. Well, and it's
It's the truth.
yeah, it's a mental game thing because so many of us will get in our own heads and forget that oh yeah, I'm supposed to be speed running this game.
Because there's so many things you could be doing.
Oh yeah. So, okay. How does your brain go whenever you get the first crown? Does it help? Does it hurt? Do the nerves just stay the exact same no matter what? Or, where does your brain go once the first crown is down?
It feeds that little voice that says that yes, I can do this, but the anxiety is still it is up there.
Okay.
There's no turning it off.
That's totally understandable. I'm trying to think if I have anything to add to that. I think I've got a really bad habit of losing the first crown no matter what. And yeah, it's hard to say how often it helps with the calming. Okay. Ooh. Icy plays I don't like.
I
Oh.
see. What is that? The 4-3-4, and
Mm-hmm.
getting rid of the horizontal blues. But I don't know that I'd go for it.
Well, I
I
mean,
might stick the yellow on the blue in two.
yeah. And that's a reasonable choice just because man oh man, those blues because the best option for them is double blues and God knows you're not going to get double
Yeah.
blues.
No.
But I
But
think
it's
it
so
might
tempting.
it is. It is. But yeah, it's the worst pill you could have gotten with this board, I think. Double yellow, double red, red blue, yellow blue. Yes, in fact, it is the worst pill you could have gotten to start. So I can see an obvious place to put literally anything else. All right, let's see what you did with it.
Everything else.
2-1. Okay, get it
Yeah.
out of the way. That makes sense. And I like this play. Yeah,
Just
eats.
because I had to. It
Yeah,
was making me mad.
I mean you're eating some drop time there, but you cheeky, you cheeky. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I like the play or if I'm mad at it.
Then my job is complete.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the setups are definitely coming up. It's got a very versus slant to your play style. It's a very obviously versus based play style. And oh no, no, no.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Oh,
It's not an easy play to see.
could have gone horizontally there and
Uh-huh.
taken that would have been an L.
But you had to
Uh-huh.
see
I
it
see that.
early
Yes.
enough to put it on top of the yellow and six. That
Yep.
is that
I
is
see it
not an
now.
obvious but it's so not an obvious play. It's so not an
But
obvious
it's right
play.
there. It's
Let's
it's right there.
well, it's right there when you stop for 30 seconds to look at it. Yeah. But when you're in the middle of it and
It's
you've got a
right
second and
there.
a half to come up with what you're doing. Yeah, no. And here's the deal
Aw.
with this rush, you're still going to get it because you're going to underclear. Okay, you're not going to underclear either.
No.
I should shut up. I'm going to make you
See, I
feel
think I
bad.
make a bridge there, maybe? No, I don't know now.
Is it one too
All
wide?
playing, no thinking.
I don't think it's one too
What's that?
wide. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. No, it's not one too wide. It's the right size. All right, so end game's coming through. I mean, you did zip to this end game very quickly, and yes, that is the setup. Perfect. And you even took out all of column two, so it didn't like mess you up because I would have stacked something up, and I would have had to like take something out of column two to get it all to drop the last little bit. You know, where they're just like sitting there right above where you want them to go.
Yes.
That's crap I would do.
I have done that lots.
Yeah. But yeah, the commentary from the chat is that that combo with the L or with the T clear was so wide it was very difficult to see. And yeah, I 100% agree. That's why I wouldn't have seen it in real time probably either. Or
Yeah.
if I
It would have
would,
been so nice
it's
though.
something new that it's a newer part of my game. Let me put it that way. Okay, this is going to its obvious place, but this double blue, are you going to stack it, you think, on 3 and finish that out, or all the way on 8?
I think because I've been trying to work on my horizontal game, I'm thinking I might put it down on
5-6.
5-6.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that what I've done because then that leaves me the red blue on
Mm-hmm.
7-8.
Mm-hmm. I like that play too. I think that's probably better than going vertical on 8 because there's not a horizontal just presenting itself. Because the only
Yeah,
other option's a fat log. So,
those
okay.
are pretty too.
They are, but they're harder to get this high up on the board. Okay. Like it.
It
Like
doesn't
it.
stop me though.
Yeah. Are you a Tetris watcher as well?
I'm not just it.
I don't
The
blame you.
rolling is an amazing skill, but I don't get it and I can't watch it.
Yeah, modern Tetris is his own thing. But they talk about dirty Tetrises. That is a Tetris that takes place well
Ah,
above the bottom of the board or far enough above the bottom. You just kind of, while you're doing your digs, you get the Tetris up there. That's the way I think about
yeah,
fat logs when they're like that high off the board and you really have to come up with plans for it.
that makes sense.
Ooh, oh, okay. So you were setting up a horizontal. It just wasn't the one I thought you were going to set up. Nice.
But now I've left myself with one blue, right? So,
Yeah, but it's not the end of the world.
oh, what am I doing here?
I
I don't
setting
know
it
what I'm doing.
setting it upside down. That's 100% what you're doing. You were thinking of a T clear and it didn't set off the way you thought it was going to, and this is life. Now you're really getting yourself a red dependency, and the game is coming for you. But oh no, you paid for it. You took the yellows.
That
It
was very
happens.
Canadian. I liked it.
I'm forcing myself. I'm a mimic, so I'm forcing everything not to just 100% copy your accent. Oh, if
And
you're
I
just,
will go back and watch this later and be like, what is that accent coming out of me? Because you just don't hear it in yourself, right?
I would have loved if you'd have gone, what accents in the most, you know, Plains province sound possible. Oh, you go for the T. You say, forget the drop time. I don't care. I respect it. I don't have to agree with it or respect it. That's respect. And now you're cutting off your yellows, man.
Yeah.
But so far so good. Oh, I thought maybe you were going to take those yellows
Oh,
out
that
and
was it.
go for a big fat log in the middle.
I think that's what I had planned.
And it just went the wrong direction.
I think so.
Okay. Oh, and the red
Maybe.
rush.
I
Wrong
don't
time
know.
red rush. Ooh, nice, nice. I like that. Yeah, I think wrong time red rush is going to be a new name for something because that's it alliterates and it still makes me happy. Okay, 50-50. Let's see if you pay for it. Nope, you do not. And hey, you're out of 8 and 5 minutes. A lot of my runs I'm out of 8 and 5 minutes. A lot of my runs suck, but a lot of my runs out of 8 and 5 minutes. So I am not a good I'm not a good litmus test, but um, that's usually one of the marks that I'm trying to hit is don't be out of 8 above 5 minutes. So you're out at
Well,
exactly
that's good
5.
to know.
Just I've seen myself fail too many times. All right, let me talk about this double red. I got a really stupid idea. tucking it into five
Ooh,
six.
is it tucking it?
Yeah, because there's a
Yeah.
red yellow that comes after it, and you can set that vertically in 7.
Yeah.
But then that yellow just becomes
I
100% useless.
Well, it's useless right now too.
I mean, you could take it as a horizontal.
I'm not taking it out as a horizontal.
That's the kind of confidence I like to hear. All right. So yeah, now you're just clearing garbage. Good stuff. That pill didn't go anywhere near where you wanted it to, but it's a red yellow or it's a red blue, so who cares, right?
Yeah.
For some pills, you just know they're not going to be problems later. Red blue tends to be one of them. Red yellow in particular is one of those. You're like, oh, it's just a red yellow. Who cares? Okay. Yeah, I like these garbage clears. The only thing I don't like is how little access to yellow you got on your top line.
Yeah, it's all over in that left side there, huh? Well, we got one.
Yep.
Oh, that was bad.
Which pill was bad?
The red yellow I should have taken out the tower in two
Oh, I
or sorry,
see.
three and drop that out of the way to to get that access to that yellow, right? But
Oh,
I'm thinking combos is what it's. Oh, that was bad too.
yeah, it was a misdrop. It happens.
It does.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, just getting rid of it. And that's something that I've talked to players about. You know, at what point does it become I'll worry about this garbage later, and at what point are you focused on getting rid of all the trash that is on your board? I think you're
Mm,
a lot like I tend to be, and that's it's going to bother me if I don't get rid of it now.
yeah, I need to clear it up, and that's the priority is to clear it up. But I think that comes from Versus, right? Because any garbage pile that you've got sitting there festering ends up attracting
Hmm,
more garbage,
that it
is the way I
does.
look at it, right? So you just got to get it out of the way.
Yeah, 1 2 1 2. That works out either way, and you're still out of sub. Okay, it's about 10 seconds earlier or 10 seconds later, but you had a big misdrop there towards the end that cost you some time.
Hmm.
So yeah, you were close to a 7 flat. So without that, you're looking at about a 7 flat. So GG's on that.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, so round 1 is done. You have bested your opponent, and then you had to wait for your final because we had to do Donatello versus Prey. Which by the way, Donnie taking the 3 seed. GG's Donnie.
I
Always,
know.
always glad to see him improving his game. So Donnie has to take on Prey, and then Prey wins that one, and now you've got Prey. Also, somebody you had never played before, I think. Let me look.
I don't know.
Versus Catpants. Yep, February was your first time playing him. So, yeah, again, you're facing off against somebody you've got limited chance to watch. I mean, had you scouted Prey?
No, not at all. Not at all. I went into it. I do like to, if the times are there, I do like to look at them. But it's once again, it's more the my own thought process is more the anxiety. I can't even get words out now because I'm getting all anxious
I'm
again.
sorry.
Um,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
it's
How about
me. It's
that?
okay.
I'll give you a sorry instead.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's more now I'm closer to winning.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the focus is on more than who I'm playing. It's now, oh my goodness, this is close, and I am not sure that I can do it. So it's that panic.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not so much what can Prey do, it's what can I do so I can get through this.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. And 8 to 11 is not a familiar level block for anybody. We practice 6 to 9 within
No.
an inch of its life. Very few people practice 8 to 11 much. And it's it's a tough block. I used to think I loved it, and then I looked at my times, and for like 2024 I only had one, I've only made semis one time, but that gave me a 10 to 13 time, and my PB in 10 to 13 is like 4 seconds slower than my PB in 8 to 11. It's ridiculous. Or no, my average. It's it's a really weird block, and it starts with 8, which, as we all know, is the cursed level.
Yes.
So let's
Cursed
get it
level.
started because we got half an hour to watch here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. I mean, at least you get started with a good pill, but not a good board.
Nope.
Not at
Oh,
all.
just a second. Sorry, cat. Cat. Oh, just, oh my goodness. Sorry. It's the big cat.
Oh,
Okay. He's on a lap. We're good.
oh, and I'm looking at praise, and I'm like, if you put this vertically in 2, then you'll set this vertically in 3, and you'll have a big T combo. I don't know if he does it or not, but I'm doing the
He's got a nice
commentary.
board.
Oh yeah, he's definitely got the preferred board right now. His board is much better than yours. You have an absolute garbage board. Although if he does that clear, he's not going to have any blue available.
This is true.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's
No,
not much left at all.
it's going to be a hot second before you can get some blue. But okay. I really feel like 2-3 and 6-7 are practically the same play because they're both
Yep.
blue reds that are going to expose a yellow once you get through them. It's just
Yep.
there's not. I mean,
And I'm,
I go 2-3. What about you?
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. 2-3.
Just it's better between it's just slightly better. First among equals, kind of better. And immediately go to the other.
Oh. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, oh.
Oh. I think that was the controller thing again.
Gotcha.
Maybe I'm blaming the controller.
Did you get your controller situation fixed up?
I had to, when I ordered the new Hyperkin, I had to order two, so I'm on my last.
Gotcha. Well, hopefully it isn't too bad.
No, there's been no diagonals on this one, which is really nice.
Awesome. But yeah, we'll blame the controller and not the nerves on that one. And honestly,
I like it.
even at this point, this board is still horrendous. Just not a board you want to see. But you're getting blue yellows, and that. Oh yeah, I saw what you were thinking about with that red blue. Okay. Are you gonna go for the combo? No. Okay.
Mm.
The okay. There's the horizontal. There's the horizontal on that red. Oop, and an L clear.
Oh, fancy. Got an L.
Okay, and I am hoping your versus brain is seeing what I'm seeing, and that is that if you tuck, yep, there it goes. You're setting up a drop. That was the drop on those blues was exactly what I was hoping you were seeing. And now I know it's your versus brain. You're going to see that one. That one was on purpose. This is also just me scouting for commentary because the more I know about the players, the better I'm able to commentate.
I like it. There's secret reasons behind it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry. Big cat just jumped off of me.
Yep, I know that feeling too. My big cat doesn't like to hang out with me over here. All right, I like the setup. I mean, you had the blues, you went for it. Um, you thinking taking this blue yellow over all the way to 7-8,
That's probably what I'm gonna end up doing.
and then the yellow red could go into 5-6 or into 6-7, really just depending on what you're feeling.
I'm hoping I lay it across the blues, but there
Yeah.
is a possibility that I do the whole 1-2 again and just use that as a garbage with a
Okay.
clear.
Let's see. Oh, yep, that's what you do. But you do get the horizontal,
Yeah.
which is always a good feeling when the game gives you the horizontal. And yeah, now you're trying to make that red happen. And that red is trying its darndest not to happen for you. Okay, yeah.
Yup.
You just take it. And that hole, though, that hole just screams drop time.
In there. Oh, no, I'm gonna bracket clear it. No, oh, I didn't.
Now you're setting up for a
That's.
horizontal. Yep, there it goes.
Thank you for making me feel better.
You did. You took the horizontal. It was right there. That's what you took. I saw the play. And clearly you did too
Oh,
because you
I'm
took
glad.
it. Now, yep. Oh, what do we do? Is it like I see there's some potential here. Yeah, the yellow horizontal was kind of trying to open itself up, but yeah, got yourself into a situation here.
Yeah, now it's just mess, and now it's just trying to clear it out.
Horizontal? Yeah.
Horizontal? Yeah.
By the way, you'll end up a couple of seconds behind me. I'm sorry. If I
That's okay.
if I'm saying something, it's probably the same thing. I'm having to remind myself that the things you're seeing are a second or two behind me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that placement was excellent. And I didn't know if maybe you were going to try to get real cheeky with it and try to set it up to where you get the horizontal, get the full fat
The fat
log.
log there. Yeah, I saw that now.
I mean,
That would have been nice.
it's a complicated setup though, and
But it makes everybody feel so good.
that it does. That it does. Yeah, there we go. I'm like, is she can see the horizontal? It's so much easier to deal with than the vertical. And yeah, you
Yeah.
got it. Oh, I didn't even see that horizontal on the yellow. And you took it vertically. I was so committed to that horizontal, I would have gone for the horizontal even though the vertical was right there. I a hundred
We do get
percent.
stuck like that.
Yeah, I got tunnel vision right there. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing a little bit of tunnel vision on your side too, but
Yeah.
and you don't have a tuck heavy
And I
play
do.
style.
No, I don't. Unless it's. I I will try the tucks, but I don't get them often, so it's kind of a go go go. You're not gonna get the tuck, but because I slow down so much trying to get the pill where it needs to be for the tuck that I find that it's
Yeah, I
not worth
mean
it.
that's true a lot of the time. Slide it. Oh, okay. Oh, you're gonna go in from the other side. Okay, I'm here for that. Yeah, there are a lot of players who don't go for a tuck for that very reason, and I get it. I've just got such a tuck heavy game at this point that I don't even I can't even conceive of not doing them at this point. Here goes that drop time. but it's okay. Oh, yeah. Nice. Nice go on that horizontal. Oh, and I see another horizontal. Let's see if yep, you're going for it too. And it sets up a horizontal on your blues. And you can, yep,
Ooh,
take
do
the,
I see it though?
you do because you're setting up for the yellow. You took the reds
Oh,
out.
maybe.
Oh, you
There
100%
we
see
go.
this. You're,
Oh,
you're
no, I
delaying it.
don't.
Oh, yeah,
Not in
you
the way
are.
you thought.
That's fine. You're delaying it. It's a pill efficiency thing. Did you read Four Pillars of Dr. Mario? Leviticus's
I did,
treatise,
and I don't remember.
but you're applying them
It's one
because
of the.
the first one is efficiency, using both halves of the pill wherever possible. You did it in the most efficient pill wise way possible. All right, what are we seeing here? Like, there's no plays here at this point that are just making me go ooh or ooh.
It's just go fast.
Yep. So much of the time that is just a perfectly winning strategy.
I've noticed a lot of yellows that I could have used, but then I guess that leaves me with not very many yellows.
Oh yeah, and you are a high player. I didn't think to check that. So, oh, okay. I will. I'll back one up. So we've got this double blue
Okay.
here,
Hmm.
uh, tucked into 4-5, and then the blue yellow is coming right up, so you can complete the horizontal and put it on top of the yellow there.
Oh, yes, I see that.
Just to oh hey, this is a fun play I see. But the problem is I keep looking for the fun plays and I can't go fast because of that sometimes.
Uh,
You could actually have tucked it in horizontally where you are right now, and then put this one vertically in 3 and taken out that blue and then dropped it down onto the
yes.
yellows. But I mean, honestly, no, Slay. I was actually talking above it in 4-5. But yeah, the 5-6 is the one I was just talking about too. So both of those are options. Anyway, we will continue.
Oh,
You know, at this point, you have so little use for blue that it really doesn't hurt that much. Now, one thing I don't tend to do is go back and rerun my level blocks, like run through Granivore so I can see what the levels are and then replay them on the practice cart. But
oh, interesting.
I know players who do that. They'll go back over their levels and just see, could I have done this faster? Do I, what should I have done? All that. Uh, the odds of getting the same board are so slim. I'm just like, I don't care enough.
This is an interesting strategy, though. I've never. I know that you guys, when the weekly speed runs are being done, that you guys like the seeds, you can put the seeds in, but I've never done that. And Prey's reaction is just amazing.
Yeah, he's shocked. He's still he's still look at him. He's still shooketh. He's 100% shooketh.
Look how much joy I brought him, though.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Again, the most Canadian response. It's okay. I made him happy. Oh, I didn't. Sorry. Yep. Oh, like it's just the shock on his face. It's so. He is a hoot in the booth too. Just
Oh, it's just amazing his commentary. It's just the way he riffs with you guys.
yeah.
It's just amazing.
He's
I've
very
got no words for it. I love it.
he's very natural about it. And yeah, like in between, he'll crack you up. He's good at that. All right. He's gonna take a second. I know. Okay. Let the shock wear off. All right. Yellow red. This is a much better top. This is a much better board. So I mean, you get your yellow red for 4 or 5. It's perfect.
Yep.
Unless you're gonna tuck it into 7 8 or something or six
No,
seven. I mean,
not
yeah,
not at
right.
all.
Yeah, that relies on so much blue. Although now the blues are coming up, and I'm just like, ooh, there's the horizontal there.
No, we go for combos.
I know we go for combos. We don't
Got to
go for the
set up a
one.
whole bunch of stuff, so I've got combos
Yeah,
everywhere.
like I say, we don't go for the one in the middle of the board. That one that you just took, but it was your sec. That was your second chance at getting that one. All right, all right. Yeah, this is squeaky clean play, and
You gotta love when you get bored.
I was just gonna say you love it when the board shows up this way. Yeah, that tuck
Yep.
because when the board is this way, oh, I think I remember commentating on that. Just that you had done that, there had been no garbage on your board. Everything was just coming up perfectly, and you were using it exactly right. Yeah, no, this is gorgeous, and there's no getting around it. Take it. Yeah, okay. Well, you don't have any choice now. I'm like, take out the drop time, get rid of that, and yeah, now it's a matter of trying to find the right shapes because the blues aren't coming, and the blues aren't coming.
Oh, I think I remember this. This was a lot of red and yellow.
And he got caught up. He got caught up here because you were. It was taking so long for you to get the blues. What should have been a good like 30-second lead. I think he
Yeah.
actually finished first because you just were not getting the pills. Yeah.
But it leads to the whole conversation about having that clean board, right? So you've got space for these
Yeah.
things to happen because they do. We get these rushes, and that's just what it is.
I saw a triple.
Oh, where?
Oh, it was at the top of the board. First pill was this. Okay, here we go.
Oh,
First pill is this double blue, but it involves a tuck.
and then we got the.
Yeah, but I mean, it's verticals on everything else. And honestly, I think prioritizing getting those yellows knocked out would have been the better play anyway. Just so that you've got access to the rest of those nicely set up blues. And there's, again, the option, but I like that combo. That made some good sense. Okay, okay. And yeah, I mean, it's going to cost you drop time, but this is the right play. Yeah, again, this board is nice. It's not quite as squeaky clean as the last one, but as long as you start getting some reds, there's no way this one doesn't come out as a really nice board. Did I lose you, or are you just getting as tired as I am?
I'm watching.
Okay, just making sure.
No, no, because it's the whole watch and see if you've missed anything, right?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, no, you haven't. This is all. This
This
is
is a
all
good one.
pretty. Yeah, I mean, this is standard Dr. Mario play. I mean, I think there you lost the horizontal you were working on, but as long as you don't do, yeah, I say as long as you don't put this on top of the red yellow or the yellow blue, you're gonna be okay. And now you've got the other side of the horizontal opening up. There's the horizontal. So yeah, no, it didn't end up mattering. And you made up a ton of time on that board. Go 1 2.
I
There you
do find that that happens quite a bit. Not to sound very full of myself, but when I'm behind like that, these higher levels I can catch up on speed
yeah.
wise, but
It's closer to your verses, and the
yeah,
combos
because you've just got everything open to you.
yeah, the combos I think are easier to get to as well. And since that's your preferred play style, you know, it's not like four where combos, you get them if you get them, but they're not
Yeah.
going to be obvious and quick. Ooh. And those reds set up in an L shape. It's so hard to decide. Ooh, great combo there on the yellows. It's so hard to decide, do you want to take them vertically or horizontally? Because you're going to pair them somehow.
Yeah.
But man, oh man. Oh, I was hoping for a horizontal on that red.
You know I'm not going to give a horizontal.
Well, you said you've been working on your
I try.
horizontals.
I try.
There
It's
you
just like being able to use the A button now, right? I can do it once in a while.
go. Well, there's a horizontal on the bottom. I'm sure you're going to get. There it goes. It triggered. And yeah, I mean, you've made up a ton of time this board. At this point, you just need now two reds, and they're starting to show up. I mean, everything is just wow. That was a 2 minute. That was a 2 minute 10.
That feels good.
Yeah. Ooh, I want this horizontal on these yellows. There it goes.
There you go.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna. Because sometimes the horizontals scream at you. They say you have to take these horizontally. There's no better way. And with all this yellow on your top line, you don't have a choice. Get rid of them where you can. Holy cow. Hmm. That's exactly the play I saw. So is that one. Okay, I think you're looking at the horizontal at the bottom of your board. Ooh, good play, good
I
play.
hope so.
I hope so too. But you just said you're not going to take your horizontals, so.
Oh, and the third cat has come.
Ah, that is more cats than I have accessible. So I've only got the two.
I think you need more cat.
We have a dog. We have exactly the right number of cat because we have a dog. I say we have a dog like I was in any way involved in us having a dog. Uh, this is not my dog. It's my wife's dog.
Oh,
Yep. About 4 pounds of evil. Uh, Chihuahua. Well, partially Okay. Okay. Yep. All right. Your end game is starting to clean right up. Left side. There you go. Oh, okay. That deserves a second look. That yellow blue right there is inspired. I called it out on commentary, but I don't think I had a chance to say it the way I needed to. That setting that underneath that undertuck it was perfect. I was worried just now watching it, thinking, why didn't you just set it over on the right hand side and take a single drop? But it didn't matter. You lost a quarter second on that. But setting it underneath, that is exactly the right play. And oh, that's just beautiful. Cool. Good end game.
Thank you, thank you.
All right. Now, the most nerve wracking thing of all, it's a decider.
Caw.
Yeah. You were there when that got created, the caw.
I sure was.
Okay,
It
good.
brings so much joy. I love it every time.
Poor Swong wasn't there. I had to explain it to him after.
Oh, oh.
I remember him going, what's the deal with the crows?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, let me ew. Okay. Okay, I see two places to put this, but I'm not happy about either one of them." Oh, sorry, kitty. I had a cat and didn't realize it. Do you see the two places I see?
Uh, I'm gonna say that I probably would have put it on 7 and 8, but
Mm-hmm.
perhaps you're seeing 3 and 4 and under clearing the yellows horizontally if we get a double.
1 and 2, but yes.
Ah. Oh, that makes it so much easier than what
Yeah.
I was seeing. Yep.
Yeah, 3-4, you're dependent
Yep.
on a double yellow, or you're gonna create
Yep.
garbage. I my
Yep.
my initial thought was 7-8 because it's right on top, but 7-8 requires a little more work, and it kind of does require a double yellow. Whereas with 1-2, you get the option for yellow blue, yellow red, and it would still clear it.
Yes.
It's still
No, I like that a lot.
it's such a weird thing to see. Yeah, 7-8's a good choice too. Either one of them. Let's see what you start with. You went 3-4. Okay.
I did take the hard way. Oh. Oh no.
Bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it works out for her. Oh,
Oh. I didn't take it.
what did you take it that time? Yeah, knowing now that those double yellows were coming up. Oh, but you can't plan for that. You cannot
No, you
plan for the double
cannot.
yellows to show. But the fact, oh, I like this tuck. I like this tuck. The fact that they showed though, it hurts all the more. Ooh. Hey, I mean, at least you predicted yourself.
I'm impressed. Sometimes I do get fancy.
Yep. There's the cross clear. I was hoping maybe you would set something down over that yellow so that the blues, so that you would drop into the blue. Oh man, yes. These combos are working for me. Very happy to see them showing up. Horizontal, yeah. Oh, all these double yellows. What does it mean? Yeah.
It means nice gameplay. Lots of combos.
Yep. And there you go. Now you're setting up for a fat log
Yes.
and
Maybe.
It doesn't matter because this is what Packy was talking about setting up a horizontal with a vertical. It does, you had the option, but you didn't need it. So, ugh, it's red yellow, not a pretty pill though.
No.
Yay, yellow access.
For now,
It's something. I mean, at
it
this point,
is.
just finding the most efficient ways to get rid of blues is kind of all you can do. So, do you listen to commentary during play, or do you listen to music? Do you listen to the game? Do you listen to the thoughts inside your
It,
own head?
no, never that. We try to ignore those. Um, I do listen to music, but I have commentary going as well. But I tend to stream music through my hearing aids, so the commentary is coming off my laptop, so I don't hear
Nice.
it as strongly. But because that's the only reason I, learned of my mistake last week was having commentary open.
See, I'm very much a I can't handle commentary person, and I, like the last 2 months, I have played against people who keep the commentary open in their stream, particularly Packy,
Oh,
and
yeah.
so I my magic has always been for like over a year now has been to watch my opponent's stream or have it open anyway, because one of the things that fills me with terror the most is not knowing if I'm ahead, if I'm behind, and watching theirs, I can get a real feel for where I am. So, yeah, I'm starting to wonder if people are just watching their stream or putting commentary on because they know I'm watching just to mess with me.
Oh no.
No, I'm not
Well,
a
I
good enough
have
player for
had.
that.
Ah, no, you gotta believe it.
No,
Yes,
for
you
people to be
are. Believe in
metagaming
your
against
heart.
me. I don't think I'm a good enough player
No,
for people to be metagaming on me. That would be no.
they could be practicing their skills.
Yeah.
It could be. I have had the my husband have his phone open watching,
Mm-hmm.
and he has been. I will ask. This was more when I first started, like where are they? How far ahead are they?
Mm-hmm.
But that was very distracting for him to be like, "Oh, he's almost gonna lap you," and oh no, I don't need to hear that. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we don't do that anymore.
Well, fewer people are lapping you these days, so maybe it's time to. I the only reason. Oh, your column eight. Your column eight is so
Yeah,
stacked. Okay,
it
there you go.
is.
You got the red blue. Yeah, I actually started doing that after an SNES tournament, and we were we had some problems with the stream. Ooh, love this. Nearly got a Tetris clear. Um, we had problems with the stream, so we had to play the whole tournament off stream. So I was watching my opponents to see, where they were in the tournament. And yeah, I was just like, oh, this is so much easier to play somebody when I know where I stand. And it made all the difference for me. But I, it's so hard. It's so hard to be able to say, oh, this is going to help anybody.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I don't ever want to claim that this is the panacea for anybody.
But I think that's one of those things that makes this community so good, right? Is that everybody's willing to share what helps them,
Mm-hmm.
and just to see everybody get better.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what it is, gameplay or just nerves, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, I feel like you know, if I can't get any better, I can at least coach. So I'm learning now what I what I can tell people. Uh, what do you think I'm teaching my wife? That's I'm practicing as a coach. No, I've told John Nash in the past that I think he would make an excellent coach, and miss seeing him play, but I think he would be just a wonderful coach. Oh no!
We've got to have coaches. Oh, what did I miss?
A double blue.
Oh,
Let me back it up.
oh, the horizontal.
Yep, it was staring you right in the face, and I was like, oh no,
Right
because I
there.
the way you had it set up, I was like, oh cool, she's going for this horizontal, and then it didn't materialize, and it
Nope.
hurt my soul a little bit. Okay,
Think I thought I had a fat log in the bottom,
mm,
but I didn't.
beautiful, beautiful. This left side's coming together perfectly. I mean, you're just a few viruses away from winning a tournament. Okay. Do the pills show up for you is the real question.
Never.
Yeah. Dr. Mario's a lot of things. A fair game is not one of them. You nearly lapped him because he just
I'm
got it
glad that I
home.
didn't.
Yeah, I mean it's painful, and it's so tough getting lapped. Whew. Okay, I just put myself in a mindset. Uh, but yeah, it's tough for anybody. But yeah, there you have it. Your 8 to 11s. Like the first one was tough, but after that, you really just you kicked it up a notch. Um, do you find losing a match has any real effect on you,
It
or losing a
it
game in the match, I should
does
say?
some the a game in the match, it doesn't bother me so much. Like it kind of hard. It goes either way, right? I do find that I get more anxious. I do find though that when I'm behind in a level though, I tend to go faster. But I think that's with when you know that you're behind, you everybody kind of kicks it up, right? But
Right.
I don't know. That's a good question. I think it probably messes with me more than I'd like to admit it.
Okay. Okay. Well, I gotta say, you've been a fun player to watch as you've grown both in verses and in speed. I can't wait to see where the future takes you. Like I said, I fully expect to see you in a main bracket of your own volition very, very soon. Um, what anything else you want to share with the community? Anything you want to say before we call it an evening?
Mm, not so much. I just want to, make sure everybody knows that they're awesome because you guys are all awesome and I enjoy playing every single one of you. And keep it up. Maybe one day I'll win against you.
Yeah, I mean, you don't put it past her, y'all. Don't put it past her. Well, again, I want to say a big thank you to you for coming out on the show. This has been a blast. I hope you've had as good a time as I have, and just getting a chance to see into your mind and get a feel for where your play style has been, where it's headed. It's cool, and like I said, it's been really exciting seeing you move forward into the tournament.
Well, thank you very much.
All right. Well, I think that's gonna be it for us. So again, my guest has been Twitchy Catpants. If you're not already following her, please do so. She is a hoot and a half, and hopefully is going to be a commentator again at some point because I really liked watching her commentate in Portland. Um, hope to hear that again soon. But till next time, friends, thanks again for watching, and be good, be safe, be happy, and I hope we'll catch you again soon. Have a good night.